On our way out of Middlebury, and I'm finally back on the bike. We're gonna attempt a modified version of bikepacking.com's Green Mountain gravel grinder in order to fit it in 4 days and avoid Burlington. And should be some good suffering and some good beer, hopefully. Starting on the climb up to Lincoln Gap. Should be the toughest climb, or at least toughest sustained climb for the entire 4-day trip. Moving towards the town of Lincoln. I'm pretty sure we're going up that. That's Lincoln Gap or somewhere over there. This is Hank. He found me eating lunch on the side of the road, but he likes to fetch. Good boy. Whew. Made it to the top of Lincoln Gap. That was a push-a-bike. That was steep. Well, that was scary. I thought it was going to be the fun part going down, but it's 20% grade, is what the sign says, and my brakes faded so bad I had to sit on my frame and drag both feet in order to come to a stop. So we're stopped, letting them cool down, and then I'm gonna probably walk until the hill settles down a little bit. Okay, well that just happened. If you didn't know, that is supposed to be down there. Row. Anyways, so starts the walk. So it could have been disaster. I've been in the middle of nowhere for about 4 hours now. Roughly 35 miles maybe. Anyways, if I'd have broke the chain out there, I'd have been pretty hosed for the rest of the day. Turns out I've got a bike shop only about 2 miles from me, and they have the parts I need in stock. Just stopped for a Gatorade for this climb into Northfield. I think it'd be a climb and then a descent. I saw a sign about 9 miles, so I think I got about 8 miles left, and then we'll be hitting up Good Measure Brewing, and I'll stop somewhere in the vicinity of Northfield tonight. This is the smallest snake I have ever seen. It's my hand for reference. 3 Outbacks in the driveway. Tell me you're from Vermont without telling me you're from Vermont. Good morning. It's day 2. I'm in Northfield, and then hopefully end up in Morrisville tonight, checking out Rock Art Brewery. I think that's the only one on the schedule for today. Today's all business, all riding, all sightseeing, and then one brewery at the end of the day. Let's go. All right, so here's the first sign of the destruction the rains have had. So I think this used to be a trail, but now that's about waist deep for reference. I could not find the turn that the GPX wanted me to take, so I just kept going down straight. So we popped down, I think I'm in the town of Berlin, and then I should be able to just link up with the trail, screenshot of where I am currently, and then where I should have been, but we're just gonna connect the dots and really essentially just make the other side of a square. Okay, so we're leaving Montpelier right now. I was gonna do the trails, the Mamba, Montpelier Area Mountain Bike Association, but luckily I checked. They're closed because of the rain, so that was stunk to ride all the way up to them. It also stinks that I'm gonna miss them. So I'm on North Road. It looks like the route reconnects with this a ways up, so onward. What? Talk about trail magic. Sheesh. Stop for lunch on the side of this beautiful road, out in the open, so the wind keeps the mosquitoes away. Got tuna, some pretzels, courtesy of Flowers resupply stash. I stole it from the basement. Yeah, we ain't riding that. Not on this bike, at least. Made it to the Lemoy Valley Rail Trail outside of Hardwick. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Just made it into Morrisville. Fiddlehead Brewing. So, I didn't film much last night, setting up camp and whatnot. I was gonna try to sleep off of the bike path. I had a couple spots I thought looked good on the map, but there was a bunch of people out last night. So you can't really stealth when everybody's walking by you with their strollers. It's about 5:50 in the morning, getting out of here early. We got a long day today, but it's a little bit too early to hit the road just because of the fog. You can barely tell from the camera, it's burning through. So I'm gonna go get some coffee and kind of wait it out and see if the sun pops up and burns it off. New Meg, old chum with Jason Statham. This is why New England is cool. Nom 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 nom. Okay, we just rolled through Stow. I missed Alchemist. It's 8:22 in the morning. They don't open till 11, so we're heading through some single track though. So this single track section's been a blast. Very good. If you got the time and the route, go ahead and do it. There's these giant tubes for maple syrup harvesting. I've never seen ones this big before. Okay, I gotta say, probably one of my favorite things about this trip has been the fact that they plant apple trees all along the edge of the road. Somebody did, obviously years and years and years ago. I don't know if it was like a way to help the poor or something. Anyways, I've been nabbing them throughout the whole trip. These green ones are like especially perfect. Probably the best green apples I've ever had. Rolling into Waterbury. A few miles out of Waterbury and we just on this beautiful dirt road. Parallels the freeway. So nice and efficient straight line. Not too many climbs. Alright, made it to Stone Corral in Richmond. Okay, left Stone Corral, and there's less of a shoulder than I like, but ultimately country roads, and people have been courteous. Like that person, full lane. But we're on our way over to Fiddlehead Brewing in Shelburne. And we made it, Fiddlehead. Okay, day 4, last day. Funny, I woke up and the tent was covered in slugs. Maybe I smell like rotting flesh or something and that's why they were attracted, but I don't know. I flicked them off, but probably 30 slugs all over the tent. I think today should be the easiest day terrain-wise. Hopefully we don't have any more scary roads. And we're working our way south back towards Middlebury. This one don't like me too much. Give me that evil eye. Climbing up to Moncton on the map. I'm not sure if Moncton actually is a town or anything, but once upon a time it must have been. But pretty substantial climb. I think this is the biggest one I have of the day. Just getting up to a ridge and then it looks like I'll be riding along the ridge. Hopefully I'll get some good views and I can show you all. So right after I complained a little bit about the hill, saying it was a tough hill, I got passed by some teenager on a one-wheel skateboard thing. Talk about salt in the wound. He just went meow right up the hill right by me. Didn't even say hello. Shame on me. Just arrived in Bristol. Robin's racing. I'm just a big old hairy American winning machine. That's all there is to it. This is not that Bristol. Who approved funding for that sign? They should be fired or not re-elected. I think the trip's coming to a close. I'm back on the trail around Middlebury. Try to film this without crashing. It's very muddy and slick. Anyways, awesome trip, awesome state, nice people, good beer. I would totally do it again. Actually, same exact route. Maybe change a couple of things, but otherwise, fun time. Trail around Middlebury got me. A little muddy. Check this out. It's part of the North Country Trail. Alright, we're back in Middlebury. That's a wrap.